One of the things that we're doing to bring in new collectors, especially since we're transitioning our gallery in another direction, we just got a PR agent a month ago, which has been fantastic. One thing I started to do last year in our marketing as far as advertising and things, instead of featuring an artist, I featured the interior of the gallery. Our gallery is 2,300 square feet and it's beautiful. We have movable walls, lots of color. It's just a phenomenal space. So instead of an image of a piece of work, I now do an interior shot of the gallery. I have sculpture in there. I put different pieces on the wall in the advertisement. So it's several artists being focused in on. Another thing that we're doing is we're starting to have, for our shows, a preview night where we invite a select amount of people. And we're sending limousines out to pick up these people because we're bringing them to our area. And this is a big deal. We're spending a lot of money. We have a magazine on board that's investing, and it's going to be taking photography and publishing the event. So we're really trying to get that high dollar demographic customer into the gallery. And since they're going to be traveling from 45 minutes to an hour, we've hooked up with a limousine company that wants to get exposure for their business, kind of cross-pollination, to bring our customers in.
Right.
So that's one thing.
Fantastic. That's exciting.
That's limos.
So we're hooking up with other businesses. I know.
I know.
Better close mine and become one of your customers.
It's just unlimited. The PR is just absolutely unlimited. As gallery owners, we get so into the day-to-day operating. Sometimes we don't think we have time to do all these things, but we must do them. Until we get our galleries up into those triple-digit numbers, and then we can bring other people in. I run this gallery pretty well on my own with my husband, and we bring in casual help to help us in the summer where we have to be open a lot of hours and so forth. But we're doing everything ourselves right now.
Again, I think we're all saying the same thing. Make your business event-driven, and you'll be successful.
You have the best event of all. You have the best event of all on a boat.
Right.
Captured
You
audience.
just sort of succinctly wraps it up.
Right, yeah.
In a sound bite.
Right.
Words.
Yeah. Put them on a boat and don't let them leave till they buy the art.
Yeah.
I was on a fundraising trip like that
Diamonds,
once.
limousines, manacles.
Yeah.
Special events.
Oh, and the dinners, don't forget the dinners.
Yeah.
You got the dinners every once in a while.
That's for sure. Well, there's a lot of fun in the art industry, that's for sure. So moving to our last question, kind of looking into our crystal balls, what do you see happening in the art market over the next 5 years? What do you think some of the new developments will be?
I think we can be sitting here in 5 years and we'll have exactly the same comments, the same complaints, the same positives. It's really going to amount to the personal relationships that we have with our artists, with our clientele. At the end of the day, that's what's really going to make a difference. People aren't going to change overnight, and I think it's going to be very similar. We're still going to have the challenges of the internet. We're going to have the challenges of the publishers. But we're going to have to find our own unique way of creating our own unique business and our own unique branding or identity, or any way you want to word it. It's still the same thing at the end of the day. It's the relationship we have, the relationship we create, and how we create it.
I'm going to go and try to say a little bit of what Ira said, that I think in 5 years we're going to realize that it's going to be a more competitive market, and we're going to have to figure out how we can, that we're going to think about ways of getting closer to our clients, treating them better, staying pretty close with our publishers, and making sure that they're treating us as well as they can. And I too am moving my gallery away from limiteds and more to originals, because I foresee that people are going to be, you know, discounting. Discounting is a horrible thing. And with originals, at least you can control the outcome to a point. And I think that is the destination, the destiny of a lot of galleries, is to do something that not everybody can do. And I think that will be the change in a lot of galleries. They will do either small limited editions that are only 20 out there, or originals, or they will buy out the whole edition so they have all control of the edition. And so I see those huge changes taking place very, very quickly, because discounting is a factor that will be around for a long time.
So I was really amazed. I'm from a small town.
Good.
And I didn't realize how
Let's
many
have a drink over there.
there.
I'll drink to that.
It's
after 5.
And I read about it, but I had to come down here, and it was an eye-opener to me. And for one moment, I said,
You didn't say
what's
it.
going on here? There's something that...
That'll just be covered in symbols.
But by the end of the show, and I still take a comfort level in fine art, I really do. And I'm going back stronger than ever to promote my art and push it as investment and wonderfulness and one of a kind and one of a kind and one of a kind.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I can add to all of that. I think it is. In 5 years, over the next 5 years, what I'm hearing around the table is that there is a desire to really create a very specific identity for each of their businesses, each of the businesses, and to keep those relationships with the collector nurtured. We're looking at going back to the emerging artists and developing relationships with them and bringing their original art onto the walls of our collectors. But I think luxury is as luxury does. I think that prestige, that prestigious art market is, I think there's going to be a turn back to that personalized collector relationship with the higher end market. I think is there waiting for us. It's what we saw day today in New York, and we'd like to have that on the West Coast too.
What we're all
I
trying to
see it a little differently.
Yeah.
I see it a little differently, and I'd like to warn all of us that attitude and the way we conduct ourselves is the way we're going to be in 5 years. I see our industry a lot differently. There's a lot less galleries, and we have a wonderful opportunity to do more business. So I would say the next 5 years are going to be great, and when someone walks into your gallery, have a happy face and a great attitude, because we're in a great business.